Hello, you're kicking off the Saturday's edition of QPVN English News Bulletin. You're with Milinchi and the headlines. Significant milestone in history of constitution and legislation. Think big, act big for peace and development. QUOC ranks among top 3 most beautiful islands in Asia Pacific. In his closing remarks at the ninth session of the 15th National Assembly on August the 27th, National Assembly Chairman Chen Hing-min highlighted the session as the significant milestone in constitutional and legislative history. The event was attended by top leaders, including General Secretary To Lam, President Lương Cường, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, and other central and local officials. National Assembly Chairman Chen Hing-min stated that after 35 days of focused efforts, the ninth session of the 15th National Assembly successfully completed its agenda, marking a historic milestone with significant reforms and the largest legislative workload to date. The National Assembly passed 34 laws, 14 legal resolutions, and reviewed 6 draft laws, all with remarkable consensus among its members. Notably, it adopted a resolution amending key articles of the 2013 Constitution, establishing a solid legal basis for reforming and reorganizing the two-tier local government system. The ninth session marks a pivotal milestone in the constitutional and legislative journey of the 15th National Assembly. Echoing the spirit of the historic Diên Hồng Conference, the resolution and laws adopted are groundbreaking, driving fundamental institutions reforms and charting a path for the nation's next phase of development. The National Assembly Chairman called on the government, military, central agencies, and local authorities to swiftly and effectively implement the laws and resolutions passed by the National Assembly, with a focus on the administrative unit mergers and the official launch of the two-tier local government system on July 1, 2025. He urged all sectors, electors, and the business community to take decisive action, while encouraging citizens and voters to maintain their support, oversight, and contributions. Earlier, National Assembly delegates passed many important laws and resolutions, including the law amending 11 military and defense-related laws. Receiving approval or deputies present at the meeting, the National Assembly passed the aforementioned law. Previously authorized by the Prime Minister, General Phan Văn Giang, Minister of National Defense, presented a report explaining and reviving the draft law. Regarding the opinion on supplementing regulations on a number of functions and tasks in border areas and border gates of the border guard force, Minister Phan Văn Giang said that the Ministry of National Defense has coordinated with the Ministry of Public Security to resolve this issue. The law will take effect on July 1, 2025. The QUOC chaired by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and the Vietnamese delegations attended the 16th annual meeting of the World Economic Forum and QUOC in China wrapped up successfully. In the 3-day QUOC trip, with more than 30 activities held in Tianjin and Shanghai, the Prime Minister as well as the delegation have kept a high profile in terms of both bilateral and multilateral relations. As the keynote speaker at the session themed "Is Asia Century at Risk?", Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính proposed 5 strategic pioneering roles to build a prosperous, thriving, and sustainable Asian century. He also put forward 2 specific initiatives, including the establishment of the ASEAN Innovation Network and the Asian Innovation Portal, reaffirming Vietnam's readiness to participate in those frameworks and hoping that the WEF, China, and other countries could accompany, support, and help realize these initiatives. A highlight of the WEF Tianjin was Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính invitation as the special guest to WEF country strategic dialogue on Vietnam. The dialogue has left lasting impression about not only Vietnam's new development vision and policy orientations on the new development area and its experience in building an independent and resilient economy, but also its message of putting the past aside and looking toward the future. On this occasion, the Vietnamese Prime Minister held bilateral meetings with the WEF's acting president and executive chairman, as well as other countries' leaders, including the Prime Ministers of Singapore, Kazakhstan, Senegal, and the President of Ecuador. He also worked with representatives of leading global businesses such as Siemens, PepsiCo, Cisco, and Foxconn, along with leading scholars and experts for the promotion of multifaceted cooperation. In bilateral engagements with China, Prime Minister Chinh held talks with Premier Lý Quang, attended the Vietnam-China Business Forum, and met with leaders of major Chinese corporations in the fields of science, technology, infrastructure, and construction. He also visited the Vietnamese community and students in China. During the trip, he also toured the historic revolutionary science, socio-economic facilities and learned some models of Chinese economic development, including the stock exchange and Pudong exhibition in Shanghai. The Prime Minister Chinh has attended the WEF in China for 3 consecutive years, carries significant importance. It not only reflects Vietnam's appreciation of the forum, but also the WEF's recognition of Vietnam's socio-economic achievements. The visit also holds strategic importance in advancing Vietnam-China relations as guided by the top leaders of both parties, by bringing benefits to both peoples of the two countries, contributing to the regional and the world peace, stability and development. Notably, this visit demonstrates the effective implementation of the highest-level common perception between the parties and states of Vietnam and China. It underscored the strategic significance of the comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership and the vision of building a Vietnam-China community with a shared future, especially in the context that both countries mark the 75th anniversary of the diplomatic ties and implement Year of Vietnam-China Humanistic Exchange 2025. On the morning of June the 27th, Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến, Deputy Defense Minister, chaired a conference reviewing preparation of the Military Medical University's Party Congress for the 2025-2030 tenure. This party congress will be held under the theme Building a Transparent and Strong Party Organization, a united, innovative, creative, disciplined, scientific, and modern university to meet the requirements of trust in the new situation. Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến asked the university's party committee to take our opinions at the conference. Following the functions and tasks of the agencies and units, the practical situation of the military and the country, Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến asked the university to carefully review the preparation contents, especially the political reports, documents, and personnel work of the Congress, focusing on general and long-term goals, attaching importance to new features, breakthrough solutions, especially in science, technology, innovation, and digital transformation. Coming up next, Phú Quốc ranks among top 3 most beautiful islands in Asia Pacific. Essence of Vietnamese culture shines in Czech Republic. Recently, the German-Vietnamese Association and German University of Economics and Management co-hosted a workshop titled Innovation and Cooperation, the Future of Vietnam-Germany Relations. Held in celebration of the 50th anniversary of Vietnam-Germany diplomatic ties, the event brought together prominent figures from politics, business, and academia. The conference highlighted milestones in the development of the bilateral relationship, contributions centered around key themes such as education, innovation, sustainable development, business, and intercultural cooperation, offering a multifaceted view of the partnership. Experts and scholars emphasized not only the deepening collaboration between Germany and Vietnam, but also the involving nature of their ties, which now go far beyond economic interest and are rooted in mutual trust. As a dynamic and globally engaged developing country, Vietnam is actively seeking to expand trade, attract investment, and adopt advanced technologies. With existing and emerging areas of cooperation, the country is prioritizing partnerships in science and technology, innovation, digital transformation, and the effective application of fourth industrial revolution achievements. Renowned travel magazine Travel Plus Leisure has just released its list of the World Best Awards 2025, and QUOC has secured a spot among the top 3 most beautiful islands in the Asia-Pacific region. Vietnam's Pearl Island is the representative of the country on the list, placing third after Bali of Indonesia and Koh Samui of Thailand. Followers in the rankings include Palawan of Philippines, Phuket of Thailand, and Langkawi of Malaysia. According to Travel Plus Leisure, QUOC is best known for its stunning beaches led by Game and Bãi Sau, famed for their powdery white sand, calm turquoise waters, and tranquil tropical surroundings. Beyond its natural charm, QUOC stands out as one of Vietnam's most attractive destinations thanks to its iconic entertainment ecosystems, rich culture and historical experiences, and a wide range of accommodations, from budget-friendly stays to ultra-luxury resorts. In the elegant setting of the Hoàng Thành Event Center in Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic, the culture program, The Essence of Vietnamese Culture, performed by the Vietnam National Music, Song and Dance Theatre, officially opened on June the 26th. The event marked the beginning of key activities celebrating the 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Vietnam and the Czech Republic. As a cultural diplomacy highlight, the program served as the bridge between culture's tradition and modernity, past and future. It honored the long-standing friendship between the two nations over the past 75 years. The show led the audience on an emotional journey through Vietnam's beauty, from stunning natural landscapes and a 1,000-year-old history to the cultural diversity of its beautiful ethnic groups.
I am very delighted to be invited to this exceptional occasion on a celebration of 75th anniversary of cooperation between Czech Republic and Vietnam Socialistic Republic. And the thing that joins us and connects us the most is culture, of course. And culture is mainly about people. And Vietnamese community in the Czech Republic is one of the biggest, maybe, and I personally have only the best experience with such a cooperation and coexistence with the Vietnamese community. So culture is people, and that's how culture connects us.
Vietnamese Deputy Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism Hồ An Phong praised the program's significance as a harmonious blend of artistic souls. The delegates dan both souls combined with European classical melodies to form a friendship ceremony where art transcends borders and languages to touch hearts. Beyond a single performance, The Essence of Vietnamese Culture was part of Vietnam Culture and Tourism Days in the Czech Republic. With exhibitions, tourism promotions, and community exchanges, the events not only deepened people-to-people ties, but also opened new prospects for cooperation in culture, the arts, and tourism. In the country's economic and financial development roadmap, Da Nang City is emerging as a strategic location for the formation of Vietnam's International Financial Center. With a vision of double-digit growth and the goal of becoming a high-income country by 2045, the construction of the International Financial Center is not only a boost for the city, but also of national significance. The center is designed as an integrated multi-site hub covering green finance, trade finance, offshore financial services, fintech, asset management, and investment funds, notably piloting digital assets and cryptocurrencies within a controlled sandbox framework. Da Nang has initially attracted interest from some 10 international investors, including 3 major joint ventures, Makara Capital, Turner Holding, and Trump Organization, aiming to become strategic partners. The government is also finalizing the legal framework for the International Financial Center with close coordination between ministries and local authorities. Once operational, this next-generation financial center, open, smart, and fully integrated, will position Da Nang as the new growth engine, significantly contributing to Vietnam's economic transformation in the coming decade. It is the end of the English News Bulletin today. Watch the news again at QPVN.vn. Goodbye. See you next time.